All right, all right, all right. I ain't see y'all in a minute. Let's see what's good for the night, man. Matter of fact, let me check my audio, see if my audio good. Check my audio real quick. All right, for those who's already in here, do me a favor, please make sure you share. I'm just checking my audio right now. I didn't check my audio. Please let me know if my audio was good. If y'all can hit a 1 real quick. Yeah, my shit low as hell. All right, I should be loud enough now. All right. Is my audio good, y'all? Please hit 1 if my audio is good on your side. All right, peace, everybody. All right. So please hit the like button, please share. I'm loud. Good. All right. I ain't see y'all in a minute, but how y'all doing, man? Now, and I actually went to, I like to do the Google shit, like the Google Street, Google Earth. I ain't do Google Earth, but Google Street. And I'm trying to find the exact spot, but we'll go through that. But I already know that everybody is already aware of the second autopsy that came out. And a lot of people witnessed this shit. A lot of people knew and saw what happened. But what police is doing and other, suspected white supremacists, they are terrorizing the witnesses that actually saw or just know what happened. So it's a lot going on. They already have footage. They got footage, but they don't want to get footage. So we already know Trey Reed is a 21 black student at Delta State University in Mississippi. He was found hanging from a tree on campus September 15. The initial autopsy and statements by the Bolivar County Coroner's Office claimed there was no evidence of foul play, no lacerations, contusions, broken bones, or injuries consistent with an assault. The family distrustful and of the official narrative, like all of us do, because what black person, especially in Mississippi, is going to say, you know what, I want to kill myself. I want to put a hole in the back of my own head, fucking head, like break my arm, in his organ, take my organs out too. Like take all my organs out, break my legs, and then hang myself. Come on, no black person, especially in Mississippi, is going to hang themselves. So anyway, so Assistant Civil Rights Attorney Ben Crump and Colin Kaepernick, Know Your Rights Camp Autopsy Initiative is funding an independent second autopsy. The second autopsy revealed a blunt force trauma to the back of the head, and a detailed that will materially challenge the initial ruling that his death was suicide. We're gonna go to. I got quite a few things to show y'all, and salute to the new Black Panther Party, and salute to Willie D for the interview. So we're gonna check that out. Right off the rip, make sure y'all go follow Willie D's page, Willie D Live. Make sure y'all support, subscribe, all that shit, and fair use, because like I definitely want to go to that. If y'all haven't seen it, we're gonna watch it. Not all of it, but enough, and hopefully he don't have a problem with it. But we're gonna do the second autopsy reported revealed blunt force trauma to the back of the head, a detail that will materially challenge the initial ruling that his death was suicide. Activists in the new Black Panther Party, per reports, have publicly accused local authorities of covering up the truth, linking Reed's death to patterns of extrajudicial violence against black people in Mississippi and beyond. Now, these facts frame the case not as an isolated tragedy, but as far as a larger struggle over narrative, accountability, and white supremacy. Now, everybody, please do me a favor. Please make sure you share, and please share this live and hit that like button, man. All right? All right, cool. Let's go to the mother first. All right? Let's check out the moms real quick. All right. Are you freezing up on me? What's going on? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay, what's going on? There we go.
You can come back. You see Mama Wade? Mama Wade burying her brother. and her son. They buried her son in an unmarked grave, and she had to make them tell her where her baby was at. Yeah, it's all right. Look,
you know when you finish crying,
That's right.
This will be the fight of your life.
don't hold it till you get ready to fight. When you get ready, that's when you
They
fight.
ain't gonna forget
Right? They ain't gonna forget it.
Our job as the living.
Yeah.
You don't have no terminal on when our loved ones leave. But it's our job as the living is to keep his legacy, keep his name alive.
That's right.
All right? Crying out, get it all out. Finish
Now, before I get hype throughout this broadcast, because I know I'm going to go there because my spirit is boiling under my motherfucking chest, but I'm remaining very civil at this point. But my question, and I understand this, but in Mississippi, a lot of people have been hung. Mississippi is the #1 state of being the most racist throughout history. Second is Georgia, I believe, in Virginia, then Louisiana, so forth, so on. There was a lot of shit happening in the north too, but specifically Mississippi, like they literally to this day, I know I'm speaking to the choir, I know I am, but I have to get it out anyway, that the law enforcement, everything, sundown towns, discrimination, everything you can muster up that racism requires to be is literally in that fucking state. And I believe that maybe law enforcement has something to do with Reed's motherfucking death. I honestly believe either it was white students that's connected to police or something, or it was actually police itself. That shit was out in the open. There's cameras literally all around. Again, we're gonna get into the interview with Willie D and the lady from the New Black Panther Party, but they said that there is footage, but they're not giving it. And that black police chief that spoke and talked about, I think his last name was Clary, trying to remember, fuck him, I really don't care about his name, talking about it was self-inflicted. But my initial point before I land, because I'm gonna show you a couple of more footage. I just want to say this, man. At some point in time, it's no turning the other cheek. I gotta be careful with YouTube, but we dealing with devils, and I'm gonna get into that because I'm gonna put some heat to the white supremacist ass tonight. But when is we going to reverse that? You know what I mean? If y'all hang us, 2 of y'all got to go too. You dig what I'm saying? Let's continue because I feel I'm going to go there tonight, and I probably will. I don't know, but most likely I'm gonna go there.
That's right.
Got you, baby. Thank you.
Let's go to some more real quick, man, before we go to the interview, right? This I'm watching I'm looking at this all in real time with y'all. And I've been trying to find this place. Like I said, I got everything set up. I mean, if y'all want to go through the fucking university with me, I would. And I looked at news clips to show, they'll show exactly where it is. The Kent Wyatt Hall. That's where the pickleball courts is at. I went over there. I'm trying to find it. I can't find it, but it's on both sides of the street. There's the Delta University, State University. It's on both sides of the street. It's big as hell. So before I even got on, a whole hour, I've been trying to find that exact spot. But if y'all want to travel with me through the campus, only thing y'all have to do is let me know. Like, y'all press 1, I'll do it. You know what I mean? But let me just go through the rest of this, man, because this is crazy. This is crazy, man. There was another lynching, y'all. I'm trying to find this exact spot, son. But he was hung high in the fucking tree. High in the tree. Don't y'all know there was another lynching real quick? There was another lynching. Her name is Lonya something in Florida, in Orlando, Florida. like a few days ago, if I'm not mistaken, very, very, very recent, either after Reed's or before, but I'm thinking it's after Troy Reed. They labeled it a fucking I'm gonna show y'all the everything. I'm gonna show y'all that she was partially nude, hanging, bruised up. Her car is found less than a mile away, broken into, windows broke, everything disheveled and everything with gasoline on the car. But they ruled her hanging, self-inflicted, a suicide. When the evidence is right there, that's her car over there. Somebody broke into it. Everything is messed up and disheveled, and there's gasoline on the car. So you meaning to tell me that one person is going to do that and then hang themselves? This is what I'm saying, but I'm gonna get there tonight because my whole shit been boiling today. So I'm gonna go there tonight, and I don't fucking care. But I'm gonna get in your ass tonight, white people. Some, I'm not gonna say all of y'all, but at least 99% of you bastards. That little less 1% is still some y'all okay. I don't trust you motherfuckers. Fuck y'all. I mean, let's continue, right? I don't want no trouble at this moment. I see you, LaDon. Peace, love. Or URL love. Priceless DS. Peace, sticky finger. All I'm asking everybody to do real quick, please do me a solid, everybody. All I ask y'all to do is hit that like button and please make sure y'all share. Let's get right to it, man. Matter of fact, before we get into the interview, I want to show you this too. Hold on, let's go through these pictures. The people, they literally, there's people who seen the fucking shit and they scared. They fucking scared. All right? Right? For those who never seen how his moms look at anything, this is for the ones who don't have ADHD. All right? That's the moms. I don't know who that is, but I'm pretty sure somebody, whatever, but that's the moms and all that. So for those who didn't see who she is, but let's continue though. Let me scroll down. Let me play something for y'all. Hold on. All right, here we go. Hold on, it's coming. Just give me, please have some patience, y'all. For some reason, this dude, even though he's standing up and all that, but for some reason he got me. I don't know. I don't know if this guy's like a plant. A wannabe Black American teller. I don't know, but I'll talk about him another time. There's a video I want to show y'all. Just give me 1 second. It's down here. I gotta scroll all the way down. This is the memorial, whatever, the candle lit form, so for someone, right? Murray Rourke, Deputy Corona at the Corona says, so no broken limbs. You see how they have the black people to be the face. Listen. We know about tellers, right? We have to watch out for them. But it be our own black people, our own foundational Black Americans that be coons. This is what I'm saying. All they cherry pick these black faces to represent us. He is the coroner reporter, the coroner officer. But and then the police chief saying it's self-inflicted. They use black faces to speak for a problem that was done by white people, just because Charlie Kirk was murdered by another white person. There's no coincidence after Charlie Kirk has came out and we gave the same energy that Charlie Kirk gave to Sarah Bland, Tamir Rice, Trayvon Martin, so for so on, Breonna Taylor, We give that same energy, feeling no sympathy for him. You know what I mean? You got that neck patch, whatever. Motherfuckers started getting lynched literally right after that. HBCUs has been being threatened, all this shit. But these little coon niggas, this is what I'm saying. People have to be. You have to start eliminating people at some point.
A black kid,
because when they feel like they could cross us and do us dirty, like these certain tellers at political seats to even black ones. So for someone, they not going to get any repercussions. They just want them damn butter biscuits from their goddamn massa. At some point, Y'all know what white people do. You know what they do when people step out of pocket? They off their ass. I'm not saying go out and do it. I'm just saying at one point when we have to stop turning the other cheek. What did Tupac say? I go to a damn room, they open the door, nothing but food and all that shit, and I'm hungry. I'm knocking on the door like, hey man, yo, can I get at least a crumb of that bread? Look, it's on the floor. I take that. I'm hungry. They close the door. They let more people in. This, that, and the third. They let more people in, and I'm getting hungry and hungry. Our fucking growls is getting louder. And next thing you know, you picking the lock, you're coming through the door blasting verbatim what Tupac said. At what point when we gonna pick the fucking lock? I don't like talking. If there was a 50,000, I'll be one of the 50,000. But I ain't gonna. That's another thing. Hold on. Let me say this real quick. That's another thing. I love my black people, but I would never put myself on Front Street and get killed for any of you niggas. You know why? Because we be like, damn, rest in peace, Mike Larry, man. Yo, in 3 days later, it's another subject y'all gonna be talking about, and wait for another. I don't want to say leader, but somebody else. We will hold our people down that's on the front lines, and once they dead, nobody do nothing about it. So listen. I do it when need be, but I ain't never gonna put my life on the line for my people unless it's very necessary, and we all gonna be on one accord, because black people believe your ass out to die and say rest in peace and go to the club and get a new wig for $500,000, 24 inch. That's our problem. For some who drop out because I said that, I don't care. You probably one of them. So let's keep it pushing. All right. Let's keep it pushing. Fuck that.
He was found hanging from a tree in Mississippi, and something really doesn't add up about this entire story. Early morning Monday, 21-year-old Trey Reed was found hanging from a tree right in the middle of Delta.
That's not the video. Hold on. That's not it. It's coming. It's coming up. I think it's after this, dude. Where's that little black nigga at? Hold on. Where's the other one? Should be coming. I think they erased it. What's up? I have it on my what's the name too. Damn, they took it off that fast. Hold on. All right. I ain't gonna hold y'all no longer. Let me just play this last one. We're gonna get to the interview. I got enough to show y'all anyway. Let me just play. Let me play this guy right here. Let me see what he's talking about.
Second autopsy, the independent autopsy comes back. Delta State is in trouble. It states blunt force trauma to the head. That's right. This man was taken out by somebody.
Nah, fuck that. We're gonna get straight to the interview. Let's get it. All right, we're gonna go right to the interview. All right. Everybody, please do me a favor. Again, if you haven't, I will gladly appreciate you. Please hit that like button and please share. That ain't gonna kill you, right? All right. All right, let's get right to it, man. This is a good interview. I seen most, maybe half of it. This is a good one. Fair use, salute to Willie D. This came out 2 days ago and I didn't know. But this is a great one. Please make sure y'all pay attention. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Willie D. Please make sure you hit that like button and please share, y'all. We'll gladly appreciate y'all on that. Thank you. And kiss my ass.
That it was a suicide. The second one, funded by Colin Kaepernick, told an entirely different story. Homicide. Today, I'm joined once again by new Black Panther Party National Chair, Crystal Muhammad, to dig deeper into those foundings and what they mean going forward. Crystal, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Willie. Black Power, and I really appreciate you for having me on your show and for staying consistent and persistent with being in the front of exposing the truth about what's really going on in the case of Trey Reed. As you mentioned, there was an autopsy that came out, from the coroner's office in Mississippi, in Cleveland, Mississippi area. And unfortunately, as we suspected, it was a larger part of a cover-up of the actual murder.
What was the single most damning piece of evidence that proved this?
Well, the most damning proof evidence is the fact that this young man was placed the way he was placed in a hung position, in which we actually do have the pictures. You know what I'm saying? But we are respecting the request of the family, you know, to not reveal it at the moment. But we knew what we were looking into, because there's been a series of lynchings going on in Mississippi that have not been exposed to the national light or even got due justice. Now, with this case, last night, I did talk to Trey Reed's mother, Miss Sophia Reed, and she was very upset. We have been on the ground several times. When I'm saying we, the members of the New Black Panther Party, other community members, other community leaders, concerned people doing independent investigations, fact-finding into what actually happened with Trey. And hitting the ground, the majority of the people know the truth about what's going on. And there's a lot of people that are witnesses. There are a lot of people who have very relevant information about what took place, but the so-called authorities, the police department, the sheriff department, the Mississippi Bureau of Investigations, you know, have not only dropped the ball, but they're complicit in an absolute cover-up. At this point, they're part of a conspiracy to cover up a murder, as it stands. Now, speaking with the mother last night, and I heard, as soon as I knew what was going on, I made a point to call you, because I know you've heard from me, Willie, but I wanted you to hear the mother's voice and let her tell you in her own words. So we are not speaking from what we heard or secondhand. We're hearing it directly from the horse's mouth. And I've been given the green light to put the word out about a call to action that we're going to be letting you guys know in just a few moments. But let's get to it.
Can you walk us through
Second autopsy?
Can you walk us through the specific injuries or findings the second autopsy revealed that the first one ignored?
Yes. The first one ignored. It said there was no lacerations, no signs of foul play. But guess what? Here it goes. This baby had blunt force trauma to the back of his head. This young man, Trey, he had not a fractured, but a sprung leg. He had bruises all up his back and on his butt cheeks, on his jawbone, on his face. At the funeral Saturday, you can see visible lumps on the brother's face and bruising, a lump on the side of his face and bruising. So this whole notion that this is somehow suicide is straight up bullcrap. It was asphyxiation, as if he was hung after death, according to, and I don't know the actual medical terms, but what the mother said was, according to the doctor, the forensic pathologist doctor that they were able to that did the findings with them on yesterday evening, it appears that I guess he was hung minutes or hung minutes after the death had already taken place, which we already figured, because as I mentioned before, many times, most of the times with lynchings, they're used as symbology. And what his mother wanted us to know, and what we want the world to know, why we saying ritualistic symbology, because this was the 100-year anniversary of Delta State University, that this baby was hung up in the middle of a schoolyard on a Monday morning for everyone to see, for the students to see, and for them to have the mitigated audacity and arrogance and racist wickedness to try to say this baby did this young man did it to himself, to lie to the family, to run and tell the family, the police, the lie that he had initially, they went and told the family that he killed himself in a dorm room. This is what the police went and told his family. And then I guess they didn't have their story together, or just so sloppy, or just so arrogant that this young man was hung in front of the pickleball court, hung from a tree for everyone to see in the area that marks what the students call the white side of the campus.
Right. White.
That's what they said. We were just down there 2 weeks ago, a week ago. And this is still the language that they're using, the white side of the campus, in a town that is still very much segregated. The black side of town, the white side of town. Let's not forget, this town, Cleveland, Mississippi, was forced in 2017. That's right, 2017, to integrate their high school. And there was boycotts going on. Children in school in 2017.
I'm not gonna do too much interjecting because she dropped some shit, but this is what the fuck I'm saying. There, Sister Soldier said one fucking thing. Show me a good white person. Show me you have to show me a good white person, not somebody that's be like, hey, I got a black friend, somebody you went to school with. That's not a good black person. I'm not saying they're not good. Like, they're not a good person, but where's the good white folks that literally would challenge their own fucking government, challenge their own police chief, challenge all of this racism that's going on, challenge the injustices that is systematically placed on our people? They never challenge that. So you're not good. You're only good just to be around this soul or this energy, because you know the energy vampires. But 2017, they still boycotted for black kids to not go to a high school that's literally, that high school is across the street from where Troy Reed got murdered. Literally across the street. And he got murdered on the white side of the street. They desegregated that high school in 2017. What does that tell you? But I got something for you white people tonight. Let's continue, goddammit.
With black people. And this is the high school that's across the street, parallel to this college, Delta State, a very racist town, Cleveland, Mississippi, which is known as a sundown city, a sundown town. And for those who don't know what a sundown town is, that's a town where black people need to be out of town or on their side of the track by the time the sunlight goes down. This is the environment. This is the environment of the coroner that released such a bogus, fraudulent autopsy report. We were told not only was the autopsy report, that the first autopsy report, once it was received to the independent autopsy entity, that it was incomplete. It was missing various things that would be needed to give a full autopsy, such as x-rays and other things. But something even more horrific, in addition to what's already going on, that the mother said, is that some of Trey's organs were missing.
Crazy.
His organs were missing. Some of his organs were missing. Now, why would his organs be missing? And at what point did those organs, was it discovered that the organs were missing?
During the independent autopsy.
During the independent autopsy.
Correct.
So the first autopsy, in your opinion, and in the opinion of Sophia Reed, the mother, and the family, is that first autopsy was not incompetence or negligence. It was a cover-up.
It is my opinion. I'm only going to speak for my opinion, and okay. and whatever Miss Reed feels when she is ready to speak, and she will be ready to speak soon. You got to imagine what this lady is going through.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, and she's strong. She's strong, but you know, it doesn't matter how strong you are. She's a human being. She's a mother who's lost her child, so she speaks very clearly throughout all of this. She had to hit the ground and investigate. She had to hit the ground, and she hit the ground and started talking to the students. She hit the ground and got all the fact finding. Her. And there were other young activists that got out there that they were able to get information out as well. I'm not gonna, sugarcoat anything. There was a young man by the name of Markel Bridges who's got a group that went out there. We went out there. We were able to fact find. It's not no secret. Students were able to tell us information. You know what I'm saying? Everything that we know, the so-called authorities know, but they chose to cover it up. At this point, not only is it a lynching, it is an open conspiracy to cover up a murder. And it's being done. The conspiracy is not only taking place, and it's taking place by the medical examiner, the Cleveland, Mississippi Police Department. And the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation.
To get away with murder after murder, lynching after lynching. All of these years, we have all of these lynchings that have taken place against Black people, specifically in all throughout Mississippi. All of these lynchings, and not one person brought to justice and held accountable for these lynchings. And the reason why is you have not only the person committing the crime, that person is being supported, backed by members of law enforcement, local officials, state officials, and even the coroner in many cases.
And even the federal FBI and Department of Justice, because they have this information. They have access to this information. They have more resources than we could possibly think of. And anything that we found out, they could have found out. Who are intimidated till today. There are suspects that we've uncovered, multiple suspects that we've uncovered. Trey was taken from Delta. That we have evidence that he was taken from there. Delta State University. They did what they did to him and brought him back. There's proof of this.
So let me stop for a moment because I saw.
I'm sorry. I just want to let that marinate for a minute. All right, I because she's going to give a lot of information. Just let that marinate for 1 second, please. Just let that shit simmer, just for like a minute. There's multiple suspects that beat him up inside of Delta State University. So that could have been inside of one of the dorms somewhere on campus where it's video footage of it. There's multiple suspects. A lot of witnesses she said, and I quote, they were terrorized not to speak, end quote. And they brung him all the way to the pickleball court and hung his ass high up in a motherfucking tree. And there's witnesses of that. All right, that's simmered enough. I just wanted that shit just to sink in a little bit.
Something in the comments where this uncivilized mutt. Usually, I don't even pay attention to the comments when I'm doing an interview, but I want to inject this really quickly because we have to debunk and straight up destroy the lies. So it was said that Trey is on camera buying rope that he used to hang himself. Explain that.
That's a lie. That's something somebody just pulled out their butt today.
Right.
Whoever made that comment. There is no camera footage of him buying any rope. It's just, let me tell you the wordplay, the corruption, the A few weeks ago, after this, right before the funeral, the week before the funeral, the school and the police told Miss Sophia that they had video, but that was an incomplete statement.
Mm-hmm.
So she got up to the school, because they tried to make it seem like they had video proof, but it was an incomplete statement. They had video, all right. The only video they had was him sitting on the bench outside the girls' dormitory. That's it.
Yeah.
See, misinformation.
Yeah.
That's the only thing they could show. Now, don't you think if they had video of him doing this himself, they would have revealed it? They did not.
Here's another.
They messing with this, and after that, they just showed her pictures of him hanging from the tree, playing psychological games.
Here's another thing that I want to say. People who are innocent don't go around threatening people. If Trey had indeed killed himself, why would people be going around Cleveland, Mississippi, walking through the halls of the schools and the streets, threatening people, saying, you better not talk, you better not say anything? Right. Why would there be all of these stories about people being threatened if there is not a cover-up? If nothing nefarious happened, why are threats being made? That absolutely makes no sense. What role did Colin Kaepernick's involvement play in ensuring the truth came out?
Man, Colin Kaepernick came through like a champ. This was very key. Had he not, an independent person, come out from not within the claws or clutches of the forces that be in Mississippi and paid for an independent autopsy to take place, the narrative that's being run to today. I just saw an article on Monday on a national newspaper that's still trying to run several national newspapers that have been running with the narrative of the state that it was a suicide, even though they did have some comments about people questioning the validity of it. Until there was an actual licensed pathologist doctor to look at what took place, we wouldn't have this truth right now today. We can say what we think. People can have our kind of feelings, but the facts have to come out. Now, I must say that the actual official autopsy report is still, how she phrased it, a work in progress, because there was missing information in the official report, and there was misleading information in the original report. For instance, she gave an example of they had Trey listed as being 5'6", when he's not. He's shorter than that. His weight was off. There were a lot of discrepancies of actual facts that were in the official report. So what the family was able to get revealed to them on yesterday was what we would call the preliminary autopsy report. So there are some things that the pathologist will be doing to when I would assume that the attorneys are going to hold some type of a press conference and release the final public standing. But we have all of the preliminary information to know that this was not a suicide, that Trey did not do this to himself, and that there is, in fact, and indeed, a cover-up of the murder of Trey Reed taking place to the highest level. Now, what's to be done about it? First things first, we have to get the word out as far and wide as we can. We are calling for a national demonstration at Delta State University in Cleveland, Mississippi, for the date of October the 18th. We need all roads to lead to Mississippi. All the podcasters, all of the activists, all of the student groups, all of the freedom fighters, any and everybody that cares about justice, we need you to descend upon the city, the town of Cleveland, Mississippi on October the 18th. That is a Saturday, and it's okay. because we're going to make it a very active day. There are people not only from the university that need to be held accountable, but the police department.
Everybody needs to be held accountable. Everybody from the goddamn, about to say Corona, the coroner, to the police chiefs, to the police department, to Delta State University. I will hope that everybody do go down there. I mean, if I had it to go, I would fucking go. But I would definitely have to make sure I link up with the new Black Panther Party or something like that. Somebody to secure. You have to be very secured and very well protected out there. You understand what I'm saying? Because they got the police and all that crazy shit on their side. I hope forgot the name of that gun club. I think they from Houston or some crazy shit. Long as you learn the the laws in each state, you still could carry. Because let me ask you a question: is Mississippi a carrying state or open carrying state? Let me look that shit up right now, real quick. Hold on, since that's on my mind, real quick. All right. Hold on, I think that is a carrying state. All right, my shit moving a little slow. Hold on. Yep, hold on. God damn. I got so many fucking windows up. All right, hold on. I'm sorry. I just wanna is it a open carry state? Oh, yep. Yes, it is. Yep. It is a carrying state. So, boom. Make sure you have fucking guns to protect yourself and everything. And, and make sure they're on guard 24/7 or whatever to, you know what I mean? Because come on, son. We know what we're dealing with. But anyway, I'm going to let it play a little bit more.
You know what I'm saying? The people who are...
Matter of fact, let me ask the question because I know the attention span in our people. Press 1 if you want to hear more. Press 1 if you want to hear most of this live. Please let me know. If you want me to play most of this live, press 1. I will do so. And then I want to actually go to the actual university and search for that fucking spot. So if y'all want to, thank you. All right, 1, because the majority rules though. Do anybody else want to see the rest of this? Please press 1. All right, I got a lot of ones. All right, let's get right to it then.
Powers that be. And we need the presence of the Black.
And by some that's pressing 1, if you haven't shared this live, please make sure you share this live. It ain't gonna kill you, and it's free. Hit the like button and share this live. Thank you.
Community of the people, period. And but in particularly, I'm saying Black people, stand up. You know what I'm saying? These people are covering down from every entity that they have on a lynching, on a wicked murder. We have to show the world that we stand up for ourselves. Any God-fearing person, any person that is of justice and of righteousness, we asking you, and guess what? The dress code is black, all black for justice. When you go into that courthouse, what color does the judge have on? A black robe. The Supreme Court wears a black robe. We're fighting for Black power. We're fighting for Black justice. The significance of the color?
Yeah, black.
The essence. I want to take it all the way metaphysically. Black is the essence that everything comes from.
That's right.
It's the origination. And when you start breaking down black is when you get color.
That's right.
Black is what the universe was formed in, and everything start coming out of it.
That's right.
Okay? Black is in the womb that we was made out of, made in. We come out into this world. And let's not get it twisted, and let's not get it mixed up. It's all about some Black power at this moment. We need to counter this white racist wickedness with truth and light and strength. We are not in no shape, form, or fashion talking about violence. So don't let anybody come with no foolishness.
That's right.
We're talking about taking a strong stand for justice. You know, back in the day, they were doing sit-ins. Well, that's gotten us to this point. We're standing. We're standing strong. We're not turning back. We're not compromising. We're not trying to hear no, if they knew better, they do better. They won't do better. It's not in them. We have to force them to do what's right. The people must stand up. It has to be all power to the people. If it was up to the authorities, the so-called wannabe authorities, it would be over right now. They thought I'm sorry, go ahead.
Have you or anyone from your team spoken with the officials in Mississippi or even the school president or dean? Have you spoken to anybody in positions of authority?
Well, there are members of the New Black Panther Party, in fact, who reached out, not myself, but that was another individual who reached out to the sheriff department when this first occurred, when we first heard about it. And they were told lies. They were told it was a suicide. He did it to himself. I have not talking to the president, but I saw that president at the church house Sunday, at the funeral, Saturday, sitting there just as, I don't know, it's horrible to have to witness case after case and seeing the pain that our people are going through. And to see it was a lady sitting next to him, just steady taking notes. I don't know if she was a federal agent or what she was, but honestly, I don't have anything to say to this man, Willie. You know what I'm saying? Other than tell the truth. I don't have any diploma.
And did you see that? So the president of the school, I believe that's where she was getting to, because not the president. They just sitting there. They are energy vampires. They love that shit. They get it's like adrenochrome, son. They love when you fucking die. Oh shit. I ain't even shit that whole time I wasn't sharing it. Oh my God. Hold on. My bad, y'all. So that whole time I was on the screen, y'all didn't see it? Oh my God. So I'm pretty sure y'all didn't hear it. Did y'all hear it? Y'all didn't see it, right? I'm gonna have to bring it back. Was y'all able to see it? Or it was just me on the screen? Because I think that's what it was. All right, I'll bring it back a little bit. But that's fucking insane. Y'all heard it though, right? Damn. All right. All right. My bad, y'all. I that's my bad. I hate when it does that. So since y'all heard it, I don't have to play it again.
At this moment, we need to counter this white racist wickedness with truth and light and strength. We are not in no shape, form, or fashion talking about violence. So don't let anybody come with no foolishness. We talking about taking a strong stand up. They were doing sit-ins. Well, that's gotten us to this point. We're standing to do better. It's not in them. We have to force them to do what's right. The people must stand up. It has to be all power.
Yo, listen, man, these people are inherently evil, son. I don't give a fuck about none of the white people that you see. I got white neighbors. I'm pretty sure they probably can hear me if they stick their motherfucking shit out the window. My town is very quiet. Very quiet. I love the peace. I'm not going to hold you. Comfortable in this peaceful. That's about it. It's boring in the motherfucker, but I'm pretty sure they can hear me. I don't give a fuck. You have to force these people to do right. They will never do right. They are not fucking wired to be cool. Only if you are submissive. And I'm gonna tell you something. I don't give a fuck if you hear me because he hear little. They only like, I want to say subservient. Yes, Miss Abraham. How you doing? I help you across the street, man. If you want to go to the store for you, I seen your grass, and I think there's weeds coming up. Oh no, Miss Mary Jane, you don't have to charge me. I clean up your grass. Oh, thank you, Ernest. I made some apple pie. It's shit like that. They want subservient people, but you have to beat these motherfuckers into submission. They would never do right. There's some good ones, but they will never do right. And they are energy fucking vampires. You heard what she said. They were sitting at Troy's funeral. Sitting in the president of the school, just sitting there. Then they got another white lady sitting there taking notes. These people, we should have left the motherfuckers right there in the goddamn mountains, in the caves. That's exactly where they should have stayed at. Because they are nothing but destruction, y'all. I'm not finished, but this is kind of long. So, but I'm definitely going to speak my piece.
To the people. I'm sorry.
Officials in Mississippi or even...
I heard this already.
Who reached out, not myself, but that was another individual who reached out to the sheriff department when this first occurred. He did it to him. I don't know. It's horrible to have to witness case after case and seeing the pain that our people are going through. And to see it was a lady sitting next to him just steady taking notes. I don't know if she was a federal agent or what she was, but honestly, I don't have anything to say to this man, Willie. You know what I'm saying? Other than tell the truth. I don't have any diplomacy to issue to any of these people. Because once they came out with the lies, once they came out the gate with the lies, you know what I'm saying? There's other people to talk to them about that. You know what I'm saying? To be quite honest, I can't stomach it. Because had they come out with the truth, we wouldn't be at this juncture. Do you think that we don't have better things to do than to drive cross state, go jump across all kinds of states over and over and over to go get the truth when these people are sitting right there and know the truth? They sitting right there and they trying to cover up the truth. They've done their best and they failed because the truth is out now. Mm-hmm. You know, it's a lot of black people in this country. I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's a lot of podcasters, but it's only 1 in a million like yourself. It's only 1 in a million like a Kaepernick. Even Miss Reed, Miss Sophia Reed, that lady is strong and her family is strong. She's going through something, a nightmare, or the worst nightmare. Not only to have this happen to her child, but to have to deal with people trying to encourage her. Do you know they tried to encourage her to just come and say it's a suicide when she know it wasn't?
Who tried to encourage her to say it was suicide?
The people at the university, the police, and even somebody that was supposed to be so-called representing her. And she had to push back and say, no, my baby didn't do that to himself. That's what she done told me over and over. She said, I know my baby didn't do that to himself. He had just turned, right before midnight, he had just turned in his school paper, his homework, term paper. This young man had his whole life in front of him. As I said before, he was doing what every parent and everybody wants to see their child do. He was going to school, trying to make something of himself. He wasn't out there doing nothing to hurt nobody. When I talk to people, they say Trey worked. Every time he could, he took care of his and took care of his and loved his mother, his little brother, his little sister, his grandma. Everybody say he was a very charming, handsome, charismatic, good looking. He wasn't sitting there pressed for no females. Well, you know, they try to put out a narrative. He was upset about a situation with a female to where he wanted to do something to himself. This young man had all kind of ladies going after him. He wasn't pressed for no female like his mother told.
Right.
So that whole lie, so many lies. They want us to believe that he hung himself with a belt with no buckle on this little small tree. And what nobody saw in the middle on the white side of the campus. That he took himself all the trees. Come on, that's a lie. Why did they lie and go and tell when I'm saying they? Let's not forget, why did the Cleveland Police Department and the Sheriff Department go and tell his grandparents at 9:15 on September the 15th, the day that he died, a.m., that he committed suicide in the dorm room. See, they didn't have they act together. See, the lies upon lies is like, we've been told that as a kid. You're trying to cover up a lie, and the truth is very cutting and straight to the point. Blunt force trauma to the back of his head.
What do you say to people? What do you say to people who say, "Hey, what are y'all talking about? This is racist." The coroner the medical examiner was a black guy. I mean, what do you mean it was racist?
Okay, it's the establishment, it's the system. Come on, man.
The chessboard, man.
I'm not surprised that this man that we saw on the news, the black guy, he just got promoted for that news day.
Word.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? And look, let me put it like this. Since the days of chattel slavery, and we're gonna go all the way back there, because what we're dealing with is the vestiges of chattel slavery. From the days of chattel slavery, they had coconuts, black on the outside, but white on the middle, who would do the deeds of whatever the so-called slave master told them to do. They would hang us up so they could and whip us because they were told to do that, because they were fashioned in that manner. Ain't nothing different than today.
That's right.
We still have coconuts today. They just brown and black brown is chocolate on the outside and white in the middle. They souls, they inside. Now, people want to say this is not about race. You're lying.
That's right.
You're straight up lying.
Word.
You're lying to people.
Yeah, they gas. Yeah.
Yes, yeah, they lying. Gaslighting, whatever. They straight up lying. Because any other time, only time they don't want to talk about race is when something racial can happen. Right?
Hey, yo, I don't know if Brooklyn and Cali, are you in here? Because you was in here earlier. I don't know. Y'all kind of like brothers and sisters, son.
I guarantee when the census come, they brought race. I guarantee when they go to put their driver's license application in, they put their race down. Yeah. I guarantee when they finna go get their check for their benefits, they're gonna put their race down. But the only time they don't want to deal with race is when something horrifically racist is taking place. Get out of here. We're not going for that. Just be honest. Stop lying to the people. And see, just be honest. I can sit down and have a conversation with a redneck. It don't bother me. I can sit down and have a conversation with a white liberal. It doesn't bother me. I can have an argument with a white liberal, a white racist, or a black person. It doesn't bother me because the truth is the truth. If you got your position or you got the information that you have, put it on the table. But what they're not going to do, what we're not going to allow them to do and get away with is continuing to murder, lynch. It doesn't matter if it's the police lynching with the bullets or these no good racists that snatched this young man. So that's what it depends.
How did the family react when the results confirmed what they suspected all along?
That lady was upset. She told me she cried when she heard. I ain't gonna lie, I cried. As soon as she said the word blunt force trauma, the tears just shot out of my eyes.
The back of the head.
The back of the head. I felt it. When she said bruises to his back and cheek and butt cheeks, I knew they was kicking this baby, this young man. You know, for him to have the leg sprung, they must have drugged him. I'm looking at the picture. I know the picture. I see the picture. And the family's so traumatized by what's happening. They the ones don't want the picture out because of the trauma.
Damn, man.
The trauma.
Could there be a reasonable explanation as to why, a reasonable and legal explanation as to why Trey's organs would be missing in that second autopsy?
I don't have an answer for that. I don't have an answer for it. But what I do know is that I don't have an answer for that. I have an opinion. I have an opinion.
What's your opinion?
my opinion is, in the days of lynchings, you know what I'm saying, the term picnic was people would take organ parts for souvenirs.
Yeah.
There's a book you can pull it up right now, order it on, and they even got a website. It's called Without Sanctuary.
That's your.
And this book was written by a white man who he was going through some of his father's or grandfather's stuff, and he was finding all these postcards and pictures of lynchings, and they would, and I guess he started doing the research, and come to find out they would, if you look at these pictures of lynchings, these people, this was a culture. They would dress in their Sunday best.
Yeah.
And they would lynch.
Yeah.
And they would dress in their Sunday best, and people would take body parts. That's the term called picnic. Pick a nigga.
Pick a nigga.
That's what it, pick a nigga, picking parts off.
Pick, P-I-C, and Nick for
nigga.
Pick a nigga. They would pick parts off. You know what I'm saying? It went on all across the nation.
In that Without Sanctuary book, there was a book back in the days that my mother and them used to have. It was in a lot of black households. So I don't know if it's in yours. That's why I'm gonna ask this question. Have y'all heard of a book called The Black Book? I would never forget that book because I had it. And once my sister and my mom's left me the apartment, I used to have it all over my walls. I used to take it. They left the book, so I was able to like kind of, I guess, mess it up by ripping the pages out, and I would plaster it all over my wall. So I'm like 18, I'm 18, 19, 17, 18, 19. I still had those pictures in my childhood room because I took over my mother room. But all of the pictures that she talked about and Without Sanctuary was in the book called The Black Book. And it showed all the pictures of all of our ancestors being lynched, burnt alive. That picture with the white guy pointing and that little white girl like this with the mean face. All of those pictures, everything that's in that Without Sanctuary is in that same Black Book. I don't know if y'all heard of it, but shit, you better go get it.
I mean, all across the nation, and particularly in the South. Mm-hmm. And another thing I want to say, the lynchings started pretty much escalating in the United States of America after 1865. You know, when so-called chattel slavery was so-called ended, and black people started having their own so-called rights. You know, and people were getting, when black men were getting voted into positions.
Find it too.
Places like Colfax, Louisiana, where they went and snatched the elected officials out of the halls of office. Yep. And started lynching them, even in the halls of D.C. and across America.
They called it the Red Summer.
Ida B. Wells, she started doing reports about these lynchings, and most of the time they were black business people.
Yeah,
or people who were of an influence. You know, we need to start doing our research, people. What is at the heart of this hatefulness, this economic envy, this envy of our black men, this hatefulness of our black women? We're not the aggressor towards these people. We don't go out there doing these horrific crimes against humanity to these people. Black people commit most of the time black on black, just like white people most of the time commit white on white. Asians commit Asian on Asians, because most people, they play where they stay. You fight amongst your community.
That's in close proximity.
Now, when one race goes against another race, that's what's called a war. When another nation goes against another nation, that's when it's called a war. White people have fought each other for centuries. Black people have fought each other. Nations and nations, kingdoms and kingdoms. That's nothing new to America, to humanity. But when one, that's just like you and your family can get into it all you want. Y'all can have knockdown, drag out, sisters and brothers. But if the people next door jump on you, then it's a family, it's a feud. Everybody, all hands on deck. This is what we're dealing with.
Yep, that's it. The Black Book. Yep.
We are dealing with a nation that was founded on racism, that was founded on slaughtering the indigenous people, our people that was here, that was made rich, the wealthiest country on the planet to today, the most powerful, based on our people's free labor, forced labor. The trauma continues. The drama continues. But see, now there's something that's taking place because of the elders before us who fought. Ain't nothing ever happened without people fighting for it. What sparked the Civil War? Let's tell the truth. The Haitian Revolution. When black people start standing up, let's not forget when Nat Turner and them did what they did. They said, oh, Lord, these people ain't going for it. It was rebellions going on all across Louisiana, in Lafayette. It's been rebellions going on in Louisiana. All across. People have always been freedom fighters standing up. That's the only time we get what we need, is when we stand up. Because, see, they got these handkerchief head Negroes who want to buck dance, who want, you know what they had nerve enough to tell these people? Don't deal with them Black Panthers. They trouble. In 2025. Are you kidding me? Trouble.
These are black people telling family, don't deal with the Black Panthers.
They trouble.
And y'all are the ones that's taking it to the streets. In fact, I'm gonna show a video right now of y'all pulling up on Mississippi at the scene of the murder.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is
It's impossible. It's impossible. These trees are not vegetables. None of them. In them trees are don't come. And it's a camera.
Right?
What'd you say?
You were saying that the trees are not lynchable, the trees that he was allegedly hung from. Now, which one of those trees was he hung from? I mean,
I'm glad you rerun it. Last time I said,
because I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to find that spot.
Tree, but I still correct it.
That's the tree right there.
Which one?
Two, not that one. It's gonna be go over. It's actually gonna be the one that we stopped at and saw the camera and stop. That's it.
Damn.
That's the tree. Come on, tell me how possibly. When we look at that other picture, remember? You and I saw that lynching picture, and that's how we could tell more specifically when we zeroed in.
Right.
We zeroed in. That's the tree. And when we get permission, we're gonna release it. If we get permission, we respecting the family. But there's proof. But there's a lot of information.
Sorry, but he was hung. I think. Well, there is a picture, but his body is covered. But he was hung high. Like I think, respectfully, he was high up on a branch. Like he was like up here and almost like in the middle. Like how the fuck did he really get up there with a fractured fucking skull with blunt force trauma in the back of the head, messed up fucking leg, and all this type of shit? How he managed to do all that? We know. But come on, fam, that shit crazy.
Yeah.
And as we're giving, remind you, we see the cover up must be exposed. That's why we come to you breaking right now. And we're gonna more and more is gonna come out. But right now, October the 18th, we need all roads to lead to Mississippi, Delta State. We're putting the word out now. So start making your arrangements, Mississippi. Start making your.
Have you noticed? Because it just clicked to me just now. Or maybe I'm not looking hard enough. But I ain't see no other rappers. I ain't see no. I haven't really seen anybody. Did D.L. Hughley say anything? I don't even fuck with that coon, Democratic Shield. But salute to Willie D and few others and the regular people in the world on social media that's really talking about this. But you rarely hear people like the so-called people that celebrities. They're not speaking up on this shit.
Arrangements, Memphis. Start making your arrangements, New Orleans. Start making your arrangements, Dallas. Start making your arrangements, Atlanta. Start making your arrangements, New York. Start making your arrangements, California. Start making your arrangements, Detroit. Wherever you at in America, KKK, and you know this is wrong, you show up into Mississippi in Cleveland, Mississippi. You can't miss it. The town ain't but that big. Delta State University, ground zero. All roads lead to Mississippi. And don't try to get in nobody to try to distract people like y'all try to do with the Gina and like y'all try to do with Alton Sterling, what y'all try to do with all these other demonstrations we didn't put together.
Where's the camera? Where's that camera located at on the building?
That camera is located right behind that tree. Okay, you see where that bench is?
Yeah.
Go right above the bench. It's a little box right above that. You can kind of see it past
right
that dam. It's right smack there.
Right there near the gutter. Looks like the gutter drain.
It's
right
on
here.
It's okay. There's a gutter. So I guess it'll be to the right of the gutter. It's like there's a. If you follow that,
I see it. I see it. It's like right behind it, like right.
Yeah, that camera saw it all. It's all kind of cameras around there.
That's crazy.
And look at that parking lot. Look at the parking lot. See, that's how you know they backed in or drove him right there and hung him right there. They had to. This has had to have happened sometime between. We're gonna say between. They have to have hung him there sometime between 2 a.m. I'm sorry, 3 a.m.
Oh.
And 4 a.m. Is when it had to have happened.
Oh, right here. Oh, but she said a little box.
Because the cafeteria workers.
Oh, let me bring that back a little bit. Sorry.
The parking lot. See, that's how you know they backed in or drove him right there and hung him right there. They had to 2 when it had to have happened.
Damn. I'm sorry. One more time. One more again.
And 4 a.m.
Right there. Right there. That's the camera. Shit, this ain't with my reading glasses, but that's the bench right. Well, she said there's a box, but I don't know. Is that a vent? What is that or that shit? Right here.
It's when it happened.
Yeah, that's a camera, baby.
Had to happen.
But it don't look like
the
it's pointed
cafeteria
that way.
workers saw him hanging. The students saw him hanging. That's how come the report about how everybody was saying his leg was broke. It's a lot of people with pictures.
I'm telling you, I'm trying to find the exact spot.
We knew it wasn't no suicide. You mean to tell me with a sprung or broken leg, you know what I'm saying, this man gonna drag himself over here? Come on, man.
And let's go back and look at that tree anyway. Let's look at that tree.
Okay.
That particular tree, if you look at the tree,
if they put some extra shit up there,
what branch are you going to hang anybody
around the area, man?
Man, when you look at that picture, it's like they pulling them. It's like a pulley. It's like it's not even natural how he's up on there. You could tell somebody was from behind and pulled them to set him up there. We believe, in my opinion, that was the next one. And stop. That's it. Now you can see now you can really see the camera. You see?
It's right there, that white.
Now you can really see that camera right there.
Yeah, which branch is big enough? Which branch is big enough to hang anybody?
It ain't. It's not.
Because
look how all of the limbs, the branches go up in the air.
Yeah, the branches that are
hanging down
look strong enough. The branches that are big and large enough go straight up, so there would be nowhere to support a rope or a belt or anything. But I see that camera right there, right below the
roof,
the leaves, right there, right above the roof.
Right below the roof, you can see it plain and
closer to the leaves.
You see, look, see right that white dot, right? I'm acting like you can see my finger. It's a white dot, right? It's a dot. Right there, right? Okay, you saw the bench. You go up from the bench. It's the little, whatever that gray thing is, and just go straight up. Boom. You'll see the camera right there, white camera.
Oh, you talking about? Oh, the camera is before you get to the gutter,
the roof. Yeah.
Before you get to the roof.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. Now I see. So it looks like maybe looks like it's just about maybe 3 feet, 2 feet away from the roof.
Yes.
From the top of the roof.
Yes, it saw it all.
Okay, yeah, right, yeah. To the right of the gutter, about 2 feet from the roof. That's the camera. Yeah, they captured it. You know they got it anyway, and if that camera didn't get it, another camera got it. If that camera didn't get it, another camera got it.
It's a camera. It's a building behind it. It's a camera on that building.
Yeah, you got cameras everywhere.
It's a building to the left of it. You know what I'm saying? Listen. Not only do they have footage that so that's why I'm saying today, the Delta State University, the Delta State University Police, the Cleveland, Mississippi Police, the county, I believe it's Bolivar County Sheriff. Boulevard, I'm let me pull it up to be for certain, but they know, they have the information, and so we have the information. Now we know, which we already knew, but now we have the legal, the medical report back showing that this was not self-inflicted, that this young baby was struck from the back of the head. So the original call of a cover-up is true. Look at this young man. That's cold-blooded. That's dirty. So
what's up, Jesse Willis?
The brothers and sisters who are able.
Hold on, let me pause that. Jesse Willis, make sure that you follow me on Kick. Everybody that has a Kick page, if you don't have a Kick page, because I'm live on Kick right now too, please make sure you follow me on Kick too. All right, I'll put the link in there in a minute.
To mobilize and come down. We want y'all to go to our site, nbpp.org. We've gotten a lot of people sending out inquiries. We're going to send out some information.
Doing the work. These guys do the work, and this is why I support them, and this is why I get all the way.
This is pretty much the end. When you look at his at his GoFundMe or on his line, you don't see the link to it, so I don't have the link. So if you go to GoFundMe, when he was live, he everybody that was watching donated because it was only $150 raised. So when it was done, it was almost like 30.
Yo, I just typed that in and it made the whole
like 30 something hundred. So that was really good, man. See that his Willie D's subscribers actually support.
Pay $40,
which is a great thing
going on with the next step.
So that's all that's what they talk about is
because I know everybody got
getting donations up. So that's really good. So salute to them. And please make sure y'all donate to this GoFundMe. And the family was only asking for $1,400, which is a low ball. You know what I mean? So, but it's going up and up. They should get 200,000, 300,000. You know what I mean? So help that family out, support that family. So that's pretty much it. So what I'm gonna do right now, please make sure y'all share as well. All right. Now let me go to the site because I've been trying to find the exact spot, right? So I'm gonna go through a little bit of it. All right. So I have 2 of them open. I gotta remember to share it. All right, there we go. All right, bear with me, motherfuckers. All right. So I have another window up. So this is exactly like around where they had the memorial, the family. They was over here. Some matter of fact, they was like shit. Because I was just looking at the video. They was right here. The family did a little memorial. I mean, if y'all want to see it, it's on Facebook, but they literally did it right here. But let me find something out, man. Now, bear with me. For those who want to watch, thank you. For those who don't, y'all know what to do, but thank you for watching anyway. All right. So I went all over this motherfucker, and I'm really trying to find that same exact spot. So this is the, what is it? Kent Wyatt Hall, which is right here. There is a field. Wait. Something over here. Because when you try to ask where is the pickleball court, it's actually inside of a building, but it's next to like a tennis court. that you see where he was hung out on that tree. So it's on this the college is on this side and on this side of the street too. Leaning more on this side a little bit, but matter of fact, I was thinking about something right here. Let's go right here, even though this is not it, but let's just check it out over here real quick, right? So I was all over this motherfucker for hours trying to figure out the right goddamn spot. This is it? And then we have to understand something too, because when I was doing the Kanika Jenkins shit, I'm the first one that started going inside the hotels. I was the first to do everything on the Kanika Jenkins, by the way. And once everybody start jumping on a bandwagon, rightfully so, they stop people from being able to maneuver through the hotel. But I still have the graphs or the schematics. That's what I called it back then. The schematics on going through the hotel. Now you can't do it now, but I still have the email from Terrence, so I could get back into the to that hotel lobby. But I was thinking that it was this over here. So let me show you what I was thinking. All right, these are the spots I went to. Right, hold on, where I'm at. Hold on, that fast? Wait a minute. Sunflower. Where you at? Right here. There we go. All right, there's a spot where you can't. Oh, right here. It's the basketball court. There's a spot you can't go over here. Hold on. It's one of these motherfuckers, right? I'm thinking it's over there, but it's kind of not, right? I wish who's from fucking Mississippi in here? Who know this college? Lead me to the right fucking way, because I went all over this shit. And they got an airport over here. The airport is literally like right here. The airport right here type shit. So, but there's cameras everywhere. Matter of fact, let's go over here real quick, right? Because I'm trying to, well, that's where I was at first. So I try to look at the buildings, right? I try to look at the fucking buildings that was just showed on the Willie D, and like news clips and shit like that. Come on. That's the stadium. It's not over there though. Yo, the shit is so pause. The shit is so big that this campus is insanely big. It's definitely not over here. I done checked this shit already. Definitely not over here. It's definitely not over here. All right. So I've been watching all this shit. Look how vast this campus is. And it's on both sides of the streets. I don't know how many miles that it take up. But it takes up a lot of miles or acres or whatever. All right, so definitely not over here. So, but when I go to the other side across the street, I think that's exactly where it happened at. So this, that's not it, evidently. Let's go across the street real quick, all right? Let's go across the street. Let's go. All right, where we at? Right here. So get a little closer. Let's see the traffic light. Yep, right here. So let's go. This is. All right, we're just gonna start here first. Fuck it. But when you see the news clips, you actually see this on the news clip. So we close. We are literally close to where this happened at. Now, I can't see the chat because I don't want to get discouraged because some of y'all dropped out because of the ADHD that's kicking in. That's fine. Some of y'all drinking. Y'all want to be slowed down. Trust me. I know the feeling. I drink all the time, so I know that feeling. So if you fucking with me, thank you. All right. If not, trust me. I understand. Go play your music. Go dance. Go get your nut off. Whatever it is, trust me. I understand, family. It's Saturday. Trust me. No hard feelings. So if y'all want me to go through all this, press 1 and I'll check the chat in a minute. But I really feel it's on this side. I really feel it's on this side of the fucking campus. If y'all want me to go through this shit, press 1 now. If not, kiss my ass. Press 2. All right. I think what's way I should go first. As a matter of fact, I went that way before, but I really think it's on the side. On the news clip, this was it's the other building. It got another name to it. But when I see the people, you see black people. These are black people right here, right? So I'm like, okay, it's a lot of black people on campus and so forth and so on. Let me look at the chat. Let me see if y'all rocking. Y'all still here? Thank y'all. Do y'all want me to keep going on this campus? Press 1, God damn it. And thank you. All right. Let me can I do that? Oh yeah, that's better. All right. We gonna find it, y'all. Fuck it. We gonna find it. We gonna find it. Just please bear with me. Because it's hard. It's fucking hard, man. And this shit is I don't know why I got to keep saying pause because I'm not like that, but this shit is big. Like this campus is big as fuck. It's really big as fuck. If you don't know exactly where it is, we're gonna be lost souls. It's a lot of green, it's a lot of grass, it's a lot of fields that look, it's a lot of tennis courts that looks like the fucking, what we see in the news. So you might think that's it when it's not. All right. Listen, I really feel that it's on this side of the street. I really feel like that. Because everything I saw in the news is on this side. All right, so let me see what else. Give me another 10, maybe 15. It can't be over here because this is where I think the dorms or some shit like that, where they live at or some shit like that. Matter of fact, let me see. I might just bump into it by mistake, and that's what I want to do. Because they give the street. Somebody do me a favor right now. Some of y'all with the quick ass fingers. Somebody do me a real solid right now. Because I tried. Somebody look up this case, right? Because they never give you the actual street. They tell you where it, what university it is, but no address or where it was right next to. They just said the pickleball court. When I when I looked up the pickleball court, I put where is the pickleball court on Delta State University. It says it's inside. It's inside of a gymnasium, and it's the Kent Wyatt Hall, and that's where I just went to first. But that's not it either. Man, listen, but and plus, hold on, what year is this? That's for September 2024. Okay, because when you do Google Maps or whatever, it'll be from another year, so things could have changed. Like things, new stuff was built or whatever. So, anyway, if somebody could find something where I like a pinpoint of where it is, that would be some good help if y'all could do that right now. All right, but I don't think it's here. I'm about to get from over here, but it's the back of the cut. Then we have to remember, man, this is Mississippi, man. I really don't want to go across the street, man. almost look like, damn, son. Hold on. That's where I was at. So I went from all the way over here, down here, came all the way around, some shit, and end the fuck up right there. Delta University pool, tennis courts. Matter of fact, hold the fuck up. What if this is it? Foundation Hall. Hold on. I don't know. What if this is it? I could be wrong. Now you see how big this shit is though, right? Oh, nigga, hold on. This is it. That's it, nigga. That's it. That's it. Hold on. Look. Is that nigga? That's it, son. Am I tripping? Hell no. That's it. I found that motherfucker. I told you. Woo, shit. That's crazy. Hold on. Let me make sure again. This all looks familiar. This is it. Wow. There you go, Mike. Yeah, see? But you see how that white camera is missing? Oh, hold on. Where the fuck you going? Hold up. Bring your ass. What just happened? Hold on. See? Hold on. Relax, son. Relax. Okay, here we go. So he was lynched from, let's examine this fucking tree. 1, 2, 3. I think it's this one. Hold on, let me go all the way back. Damn, I found that shit right on the humble. You know how long it took me to try to find this shit before I went live? Over an hour. I swear on everything. On everything. On the humble, I find the fucking tree. Let's try to find that camera. You see that camera going? See, look at the background. Look at the background. I can't even see the chat. I don't want to get thrown off. But y'all know the background. That is it. So, hold on. We make a note. Tennis court. Right? How in the fuck? Where's this dorm room at? See, all right, since I know where we at now, what's that? 99 West Sunflower. Right? Well, I know where's it at now. My photographic memory is crazy. Now I want to go to the fucking Google Earth now. So where did he come from? So he was hung right here. This is the tree, family. Wait. The tree looked different. This the tree because I remember seeing the green stuff. These the markings. This is the fucking tree. This is the fucking tree he was hung from right here. Let me see the chat. Y'all can see it? There we go. Got that right. Y'all in this bitch. Yes, thank you. I found that motherfucker. Let me blow it up. Let me get off the fucking screen. Fuck me. How about that one? So okay. Let me go over here looking a little bit, right, from this angle, right? So this boy, our family was hung like right up here. Now, let's pay attention to the surroundings first, since we know where we at. All right, what's over there? Now my 10-4 cap is on now. Let's take a stroll for a second. Where could he have came from? Okay. Let me search for cameras too. There's cameras all over this motherfucker. Right? Where did he come from? We have dorms. We have buildings. Where did they bring him to? My thoughts would be he came from here. What is this? This is dormitories where the students must live at. This what I assume it to be. or the college classes where they go to classes at. Who knows? Hold on. All right, E.F. Noel. All right, E.F. Noel Hall. Okay, cool. Boom. Now I'm gonna have to look up what that is. Like, is that a dormitory? Or excuse me, I guess you will, the same thing, or apartments for the students. Okay. He had to come from here. Probably got beat, put in the car. Yo, these definitely look like some apartments, I guess, or some over there. But I doubt they came that far, or maybe they could have came that far, put him in the car because he was dead. He was dead, blasting it. All right, I already know that shit. All that shit. Hall, where they put him in that car. He was already dead. They searched for cameras. We all know this footage. Look at these apartments right here. Did they put him in the car? They had to. But the lady said by the autopsy pictures, he was, the way his leg was, it was like he was drugged. They dragged him. So could they have dragged him through here? And that's why they say witnesses have seen it. They probably was looking out their fucking window. And they hung this boy right the fuck here and terrorized everybody. That's crazy how I found that though. And terrorized fucking everybody. I just want this to you know, sink in a little bit, but I could almost guarantee you. Hold on, what's this building right here? And I just passed it. Hold on. What is this? Some kind of storage facility or something like that. Yeah. This is storage facility. Storage facility, something or whatever. Maybe the generator. I don't know. I'm just pulling shit out the air. This shit could have happened here. Bars. I think I've been rhyming this whole night. Came from here. And just drug him, man. Matter of fact, hold on. That looks like a camera right there, or my eyes is deceiving me. That looks like a fucking camera. I don't know. It looks like it. Hold on. Fuck that. Since I'm here, right? This is the same thing when Ching's Drugs got murdered, and I did the a live like this one, and that shit did like 1 million views in less than a week. On that same corner in Corona, they had footage on the traffic light, but when I went back to do another live on the Google map shit or whatever, this Google shit, it disappeared. So, you know, it takes nothing for the people who can manipulate this to take cameras off the buildings. You know what I mean? Digitally. So this just says a lot. And imagine it being dark. You know, in the country when it's dark, nigga, it's blacker than 3 a.m. That's the darkest night of the darkest hour of the night. It's 3 a.m. Some say 2, but most say 3. It's the darkest hour. And they hung our family right here. Let's just give them a moment of silence real quick too. I should have been done that. Rest in peace, man. And see, they are cowards. White people are cowards. You know they had to jump that boy. Evidently, he was jumped. And I believe this was orchestrated because of what happened to Charlie Kirk and other things. Matter of fact, since I'm on it, let me make sure I remember because I can't forget. That's why I need to write a lot of stuff down because I know a lot, But when I speak freestyle, I forget a lot of stuff. I really do. But I want to show you this. Another lynching I was talking about earlier. Let me just get that out the way before I forget, because I damn sure will forget. I got y'all. Give me 1 second. All right. Okay. There we go. Check it out. Check this one out. I got to keep doing all this shit just to share it. All right. Listen to this story.
To make this video go viral, I'm gonna need y'all.
Hopefully, y'all can
share, comment, tag other people. I need y'all to watch this video all the way through, and here's why. Now, I'm sure most of you have not heard about this video, as they are trying to do their best job to ensure that this video never sees the light of the day. But a Black woman was just found hung from a tree. It says right there, woman in Orlando found hanging from a tree. And get this, there's not even been a thorough investigation. It hasn't even been 24 hours. And they're already claiming that this was a self-inflicted unaliving. Now, this Black woman that was found hung from a tree. Hold on, let me retract that. Let me start it over. This Black woman who was found partially nude hanging from this tree, his name is Yona Lubrin.
Yona Lubrin.
And currently, their family is asking for y'all's help, as they say they know different, that there's no way that Yona could have done this to herself. I mean, let me ask y'all, because right now, really, it's not making no sense. I mean, they find a Black woman hanging from a tree, partially nude, and in less than 24 hours of not doing a thorough investigation, they deem it a self-inflicted unaliving. And you would have thought that finding her vehicle less than a few blocks away being burglarized and vandalized, along with all the gasoline poured on it, would have been evidence enough to say that this was not something self-inflicted. Now, here's how we can help, because this story definitely needs the publicity and it needs the media attention. So besides just making this video go viral, for those that are in the Orlando area, the family is asking that everyone gather at City Hall on October 3rd at 6:30.
Look,
and seeing as there's barely information.
See that? Look, October 3rd is already October 5th. So this happened literally after Trey Reed
being able to be found on Google, anything like that. I've also tagged a couple creators that are going to be best served to give you more information, as they are in the close vicinity right here and right now. I say again, this situation does not need to go unheard. We need to get all the publicity, media attention that we can possibly get in order to get her family justice and get her family answers. Until next time, I ask that you take care of yourselves and your loved ones. My thoughts and prayers go out to the family, friends, and all those affected in this tragedy.
Now, y'all can't tell me, you cannot tell me it's not an all-out war against Black people. Oh, no, let me not make that a question. Let me make it a statement. Black people has always been in a war with white supremacy on every level. That's why I don't preach that cheek for cheek or turn the other cheek. I'm like tooth for a tooth, eye for eye, hanging for hanging. That's the type of time that's where my spirit lies. I'll just put it that way. That's where my innate spirit lies at. But white people are inherently evil, wicked, deceiving, cunning, trifling, habitual line steppers, murderers, rapists, child molesters, beast, savages. I won't say all of them. I'm going to give y'all the benefit of the doubt, but it's going to always be 99% of y'all. That 1% is still a lot of people. So just take that. They are cowards. They jump people. As long as they have people around them, they will, you know how they act, right? You somewhere in a store on a line or whatever, and it's a whole bunch of white people and it's just you and you want to ask for the time or direction somewhere or whatever the case may be, get out of here, nigga. I don't know the time with a fucking watch on or whatever. But you know how funny that they act. So when they are around their own people, it builds the courage to fucking rape and lynch and murder our ass. But they know on an equal playing field, they know they would get their ass whipped. That's why they always needed the gun. This is why they always had to trick people, because they never play fair. The reason why they own stuff right now, they don't play fair. They did not abide by any treaty that was ever made on this planet. Nobody on this earth, especially black people, have been around such a cunning people like that. And people will make deals and treaties and they will backstab you. We wouldn't think that. We thinking you keeping your word. They will literally wait till you sleep and come in there and fucking rape and kill and pillage your ass. There's no black people on this face of this earth that ever raped another people, took over their land, literally obliterated the Aboriginal people off their fucking land, bombed the millions of people, went to other countries to take their fucking resources and put them into slavery and all the things that they did. We never done that to anybody on this planet, and we are the majority across the globe. We never done anything like that. Only that 1% of these motherfucking Caucasoids has been the actual cancer of the planet. They are a cancer, a tumor of this fucking planet, son. You cannot tell me, and for those who don't, who lacks certain kind of knowledge, no disrespect, a lot of the stuff that's being used and that was invented was by us. And you know, the science, math, alchemy, and all of that stuff, they had to learn this stuff. Remember the president said some days ago, what did he say? He said, this country has made the telephone and all the stuff. America is great. All the stuff that he named, black, foundational black Americans created. It's crazy. But here's the thing, right? I ain't gonna be here too long, but I want to play some videos after this though. But if you leave them by themselves, they will kill each other. These people have innate hate. They are not happy. You have everything. You have the complexion for the protection for the collection. You have the military. You have the police. You have the judicial system, man. All these laws and everything is set in place to protect you motherfuckers, and y'all niggas is still mad about everything. Everything is in place. The table has been set for y'all, and y'all still angry. And we are the problem. Bipolar people, check it out. They want, back in the days, go back to Africa, nigga. Okay, we got Malcolm X's father, forgot his first name, but something little. He's talking about, let's go back to Africa. He's having these secret meetings to gather up people, because he was a Garveyite. Talk about going back to Africa, not even bothering white people. They murder him for wanting to get away from them. Look, you see the psychology? You don't want us around, right? So I'm talking about gathering our people so we could get the fuck out of here. And he got murdered because of that. Do you understand what I'm saying? This is the type of shit. You don't want us to be around. You come around the side of the track narrative. Guess what's going to happen to you? Okay. We created our Wall Street. We ain't bothering you. We doing good. Oh my God. Looking over the train tracks. These niggas What the hell this dude is? He got eight hospitals, 6 movie theaters. They got insurance business. They got oil rigs. So they drilling oil. They are physicians, scientists, therapists, school teachers, and come up with an excuse to fucking bomb that. These people want to be around us, but they don't want to be around us. You know what it is? Because when they're around each other, there's no fun. They're bland. They soulless. I'm gonna be bouncing all over the place, but the shit that bothers me about them, man, they were literally, you know, like them town hall meetings, and you know, you speaking from the heart, and how much the shit that's happening, even especially with this immigration, and they taking all the benefits. I got 2 jobs, but I'm homeless. So for someone, all the stuff that we feel, and we could be screaming to the top of our lungs, crying, and they would just sit there with a straight emotionless face. These people they not human, family. You understand what I'm saying? These people are not human. Only thing I can say is, man, we have to do better, and we have to get on our shit and just understand that they're gonna keep picking us off if we're not gonna do anything about it. And I'm tired of our people. It's just spectators and watchers, right? I think we all should be ready to sacrifice something in order for the next generation to survive. It's not about clubbing. Who don't want to have fun? Who don't? I get it. The more we are complacent, the more we just complain about it, nothing is going to get done. Everything that we have done in this country, we had to fight for it. Now we are too complacent. The majority of us is too complacent. We'll talk about it and just forget about it. Things need to happen. Things need to happen. At some point, there's no turn the other cheek. That's what I'm saying. I think our people, I don't know when everyone mind is going to snap into protective mode. I don't know, because they giving us examples, y'all. They giving us examples. I'm not saying go start a race war. I'm saying be smart, and if they slap you, you slap them back. See? They'll pick one of us off. They show examples. Troy Reed, the girl, Lubrin. I forgot the girl, Luna Lubrin, the girl in North Carolina, in Orlando. It's all for someone. So many examples. They show us examples, and we don't do nothing, son. I said this to a person that there should be, I don't know if I should say this, it should be a secret black group. And let me just say this, since I'm going to say it, I'm not doing it. You don't even have to worry. But that you will never speak of, that when something happens to our people, it's a specific group that go out and hunt those people down and take them out. But they would never find who they are, because they be getting over on us all the time, and nobody's being found guilty or held responsible. And our people be the ones that's being lynched and being killed and murdered. A cop kills somebody, one of ours, one of their kids die, or they die, or their wife. Somebody needs to go in their fucking household. Everyone, it don't have to happen immediately. Do it smart. But somebody in their family needs to go. Every police, every person should understand if something happened and we know it's racial, one of yours is out of here. Plain and simple. And it's a lot of people. I ain't naming no. You know what? I ain't even gonna go there. You have to be smart and not overreact and be impulsive with responding. But you can also be smart and respond too. It's all how you move. It's all how you move. It's all how you do it. And some people is not pushing for that. Some is doing a great job at giving out the information. Understandably. Because I know where I'm about to take it. I'm just going to be easy. But only thing I'm saying is we have to stop being pussy. Y'all can say whatever. We have to give back what they give us in return. All right. How long I've been here? I think I've been here long enough. I wanted to play some more videos, but I think I've been here long enough. Do anybody want to get on the panel and speak or anything like that? Do anybody have anything to say? Press 1. Because there's other stuff I want to play, but if y'all would like to show some love and donate to the platform and show some love to the platform, that'll be fine too. But that'll be good. I will appreciate that. Y'all would like to show some love and donate to the platform, man. Yeah, they don't have a soul, love. Yes, it is as they never. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. They keep doing it because there's no consequences. Where's the consequences, man? Where's the consequences? That's why I don't never want to put that on minds, man. God, please forgive. But if anything happened to mine, I'm going on the news. I'm going under the ground, and I've been saying this forever, but God is not going to do it because I'm just hypothetically speaking, but I love my kids, but I will go all out for mine, and I would fuck that. I'll be one. Yep, but I don't want to put that in the atmosphere at all. But I think we need to at some point, maybe in the year 3056, we need to fucking wake up. I guess this is not the right time. I'm getting the fuck out of here now. Thank y'all.